everything all right, Doc?
Okay, I guess.
You guess? And what kind of doctor are you?
The usual kind. We always guess. Don't you know that?
Come on, now, don't kid him, Colonel.
You can get dressed, Luke. I want to have a talk with your son.
Well, Doc, what do you think?
I don't know, Luke. I can't exactly put my finger on it.
Well, that ought to build up his confidence in modern medicine.
Well, it happens I can put my finger on it. You know, I'm going stir crazy.
I don't understand.
I've been cooped up in a glacier for 67 years. Now I'm sprung free, raring to go, and what happens?
What happens?
The military decides he has to be kept a secret.
Well, surely you can see.
I can see I'm being kept practically a prisoner in my own home, and I'm getting mighty sore about it.
And when he gets sore, he develops those little symptoms that you can't put your finger on.
Doc, I've got to get out, get myself a job, and make myself useful.
But you are useful.
Yeah, as a guinea pig.
Guinea pig?
Yeah, well, that's not enough. A man needs to work. I need to pay my own way. I need a job.
I need peace.
Dad's right. Let him get it out of his system. It might be just the ticket.
It's too much of a gamble.
All life's a gamble.
Yes, but just for once, I'd like to have the odds on my side.
Well, what does that mean?
It means in his own positive, cheerful way, he agrees. And you can go get yourself a job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Colonel, now you won't be sorry.
Oh, yes, I will.
I think you should wait and wish your grandfather good luck this morning, Ken.
I'd like to, Father, but I'm late already.
Wait. The bank doesn't open till 10 o'clock.
It's a busy day. I've got a whole stack of loan applications to turn down.
Goodbye, son.
Goodbye, Father. Well, son, all set to go out and get me a job.
That's fine, Dad. But just a word of warning. It may take a little time.
I don't expect to get to the top right away.
Oh, I don't mean just finding a job. I mean get familiar with the local customs.
Don't worry about me, son. I'll be all right. Remember, I had jobs before you were born.
Yeah, but none since I was born.
Well, everyone lays off now and then.
Yeah. But 67 years.
Once upon a time, out in California, a 67-year-old man lived with his 33-year-old son. Meanwhile, up in Fairbanks, Alaska, there was this big avalanche. Get the connection? You don't.
2 days ago, there was an avalanche in Alaska. A frozen object was discovered that's been identified as your father.
After all these years.
But, Mr. Carpenter, there's something I haven't told you.
I'd like to bring the body back here.
Your father's alive.
Alive?
Whatever your father may be chronologically, physically and mentally, he hasn't aged a day since he fell in that glacier. Your father, for all intents and purposes, is 33 years old.
Not bad for 101. Don't look a day over 90.
What are you doing on the floor?
Playing with my grandson.
Your job will be mostly maintenance.
Yes, sir.
Just keep things neat, sweep out the aisles,
Yes, sir.
keep the dust down, and, well, just help out whenever it's necessary.
Oh, yes, sir. You can count on me.
Hey, down! I said keep it down!
Yes, sir. Keep it down. Down. Yes, sir. Hi.
Yes?
Well, I'm your new fellow worker. Name's Luke.
And I'm your fellow worker. Name's Lucille. How are you?
Oh, fine, fine. Hey, got everything pretty much under control back there.
Well, that's good. If I can be of any help, just let me know.
Well, ma'am, to tell you the truth, if you'd care to go out with me for a little bite of food, I'd consider that very helpful.
Thanks. But I'm dieting.
Dieting? What, a little slip of a girl like you? What for?
To stay a little slip of a girl. Diet pill.
Oh.
Would you get me some water?
Yeah, my pleasure. Awful sorry, it's,
Get some towels!
Towels.
There!
Yes, ma'am. I can't get the towels out, ma'am.
Get something!
Well, ma'am, it looks like I can't be of any more help. I'll tell you one thing. If I were you, I'd take a few more of them diet pills. Your clothes are shrinking faster than you are. Yes, ma'am. I'll see you later.
Lucky me.
Yeah? I believe I'd like some flowers.
Any particular occasion?
Yeah. I'd like to make up with a girl.
Well, these are very popular for reconciliations.
Really? How much?
$3.50 a bunch.
$3.50?
That's right.
Why, in Alaska, you can get all you want for 2 bits.
There's a travel agency 2 doors down.
All right. You got a deal.
Okay, sport. For you, I'll even throw in a fern.
Hi.
Oh, brother, what would you take to get out of my life?
Ma'am, you keep talking like that, you're going to discourage me.
What are you? Some kind of a fifth column? Some kind of an atom bomb?
Which one of them questions do you want answered first?
First answer this. What did you do to those 1,200 bags of cement?
I didn't do anything. You told me to keep the dust down, so I hosed down the floor.
You hosed it down. With water.
Yes, sir. Loads of good, clean water.
On a floor filled with 1,200 bags of cement, you poured loads of good, clean water.
Yeah, loads and loads of water.
Pardon me. Loads and loads of water. Well, you know what happened?
Something bad?
That's a good guess. The water flooded the bags, and the bags got heavier and heavier, and finally, when they got heavier than the floor could support, it gave way.
Yeah, that's bad, all right.
That's only the damage so far. By morning, the bags will have hardened into concrete, and guess what?
What?
The entire basement, from top to bottom, will be solid concrete like one enormous rock. You not only ruined 1,200 bags of cement, we lost 2 entire floors of this building.
Well, it's good to know that somebody needs me. Pardon me, sir. Maybe you can sell these again. They're practically new.
How come you didn't give the flowers to the lady?
I tried, but just didn't work.
How about another girl? Flowers usually work.
Yeah, but where I'm going, I won't need any flowers.
Oh, you mean?
Yep.
Well, for one of our boys, maybe I could give a refund.
Well, hey, thank you.
Half, anyway.
You what? He was!
Oh, Colonel, I'll take full responsibility for the situation. If the president wants to chew anybody out, I'll go to Washington.
Now, Mr. Carpenter, I've thought the whole thing through, and I don't think we have a terrible problem after all.
You don't?
No, actually, with your father in the Army, I'll be able to keep even closer tabs on him. You see, I'll have him assigned to my office, and he'll be under my direct authority.
It's not as simple as that,
sure
Colonel.
it is. You'll see. Where is he?
He's in there.
Oh, fine. Luke?
Hello, Colonel.
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to stand up. I'm not your commanding officer yet.
Yet?
But on behalf of the Army, I'd like to extend an unofficial welcome.
The Army? Well, thank you. I didn't expect the Army to welcome me.
Why not? Why shouldn't the Army welcome you?
Mostly because I joined the Navy.
Navy?
You know, ships and boats and snappy uniforms.
Outside of the uniform, which are adorable. Can I ask you why?
Why?
Why the Navy? After all, the Army found you.
Oh, well, that's true. But you see, Colonel, I always wanted to be in the Navy. Two of my best friends were on the Maine.
With Dewey.
Lucius enlisted yesterday. And you want me to get him shifted into the Army?
I'd consider it a personal favor.
I don't even know you. Why should I do you a personal favor?
For the sake of the boy.
The boy. He's 33.
I know how old he is.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint you, gentlemen. But Lucius Carpenter enlisted in the Navy, and in the Navy he stays.
Commander, if it could be arranged, would you be interested in a trade?
A trade?
Yes, what do you need? A computer technician? Good gunnery officer? Give me a hint.
Forget it.
2 for 1.
You mean you're willing to trade 2 Army recruits for this fellow?
Well, I'd be glad to use my influence.
What is he? An astrophysicist?
3 for 1.
A star athlete?
No. He's just an ordinary boy. 4 for 1.
Not on your life. We must have something pretty special here, and the sooner he gets on active duty, the better. Chief, send a wire to Lucius Carpenter. Have him report for his examination in 24 hours. Good day, gentlemen.
Well, he's still not in. We've got to think of something.
I'm thinking of something.
What's that?
If we hurry, we can still get him a farewell present.
The first order of business is to persuade Luke to see the light.
Persuade Luke to see what light?
That joining the Navy is a mistake.
That's what I thought. Colonel, I reckon I just want to serve my country.
You can best serve your country and your colonel by staying under close medical surveillance.
I'll take my temperature every now and then. If it starts to drop, I'll let you know.
Dad, any man can serve his country by going in the Navy. But only you can,
He's right. He's right. You owe it to your country to let medicine study you. Why, medical advances of the future may depend totally on you.
For fair, son.
for fair, Dad.
But I already volunteered for the Navy, and they're surely going to take me. I'm as sound as a silver dollar.
Uh-huh.
What's
I'm getting an idea. We, know about the body. What about the mind?
Now, wait a minute.
Well, being buried for 67 years must have had some sort of unsettling effect.
Even so?
Well, now, if he is unsettled, we ought to pass that information on to the Navy just in case they overlook it.
But being unsettled is a long way from flunking the mental.
Well, not necessarily. The Navy wants well-adjusted, well-balanced, modern men. Luke, would you do me a favor?
Yeah, as long as it isn't fattening, immoral, or illegal. Yeah, we used to say that.
Well, I'd like you to have a little chat with a doctor friend of mine, a psychiatrist.
A whatatrist?
A psychiatrist. They didn't have them in Dad's time.
Yeah, life was a lot simpler then. A psychiatrist is one who deals with mental problems. Now, will you cooperate?
Don't I always?
Now, Mr. Carpenter, do you know what I am?
Well, I got a pretty strong suspicion you're not a boy.
I mean, what branch of medicine I practice.
Yes, ma'am. You're a psychiatrist.
Fine. First, let's start with some word associations. Now, I say a word, and you say the first thing that pops into your head, okay?
All right, shoot.
Light,
Candle.
cotton,
Spinning wheel.
transportation,
Donkey.
B flat.
They've been in there for an hour.
It's only 50 minutes.
To a psychiatrist, 50 minutes is an hour. I hope he's behaving like we asked him to.
Don't worry, Colonel.
Worry? Me worry?
Now, Mr. Carpenter.
Luke.
All right. Luke. Now, in this questionnaire you just filled out, you named Roosevelt as your favorite president. What did you most admire? New Deal?
No. It was that charge up San Juan Hill.
Theodore Roosevelt.
There was only one President Roosevelt.
Well, to each his own. Now, the following series of questions was designed to test your ability to fit in with the group, conform to the dictates of society.
Excuse me, ma'am, have you got a lot more of these questions?
Oh, yes, quite a few. We have a great deal of investigating to do before arriving at our conclusions.
Yeah, well, I got a real fine idea. Let's you and me go out to dinner tonight, and you can just keep on asking questions.
Oh, well, I don't know.
We could do some real fine investigating.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
You know, this is one of the most rewarding sessions I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Now, here where it says group adaptation quotient.
Well?
Perfectly sound.
No little aberrations we can make something of?
Yes.
Great, what?
He shows definite traits of stubborn individualism, rugged nonconformism, and a unique sense of original conceptualism.
He does?
Well, they certainly can't want that in a sailor. The Army sure doesn't go for it.
Forget it, Colonel. There is nothing wrong with this man's mind.
Well, thanks, ma'am. Captain, ma'am.
If there was only something wrong with him physically.
He seems all right in that department.
In my day, things were built to last.
But if there's nothing else...
No, Captain, that will be all.
Bye.
Ma'am. Any more ideas, Colonel? That was a real good one.
Well, if there's nothing wrong with him mentally or physically, we can forget all about it.
No reason for the Navy not to take him once they examine him.
Hi.
If they examine Luke.
But, what if they take me?
They can't. It's against the law.
There are a million things wrong with you. And even if there weren't, your feet alone would disqualify you.
Are you sure?
Just get the doctor to look at your feet, and that's all there is to it.
Good luck, son.
Thanks, Dad.
Right this way, Mr. Carpenter. Commander Haskins, this is the man I spoke to you about, Lucius Carpenter.
Oh, yes, Mr. Carpenter.
Welcome to the Navy, sailor.
I'm not in yet.
You will be.
Are you somebody special, Mr. Carpenter?
Special?
Yeah, like a movie star or something. I'm not the regular doctor here. They just called me in to hurry you through.
Oh, well, no. I'm not anybody, hardly a movie star. Just a useless nobody.
Bet. They got me here in a helicopter to look you over. You're such a nobody.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Where shall we start? All right, sailor. Let's have a great big cough. Well, nobody's perfect. I'll stretch things a little and pass you.
But,
No thanks necessary. I'm happy to see a happy sailor. Read the E.
Where?
I'll stretch things a little. That does it. You're in. I am really giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Doctor, I can't let you do it.
Let me do what, sailor?
Mister, I'm still Mister. I can't go on deceiving you like this. It's my feet.
Look, they're probably no worse than the rest of you.
Yes, they are. Look at them.
I'm sorry you showed me.
I understand. I know you have your duty, too.
But which is more important, my duty to the Navy or my duty to medicine?
Offhand, I'd say to medicine. After all, you were a doctor before you were in the Navy.
No, actually, the Navy put me through school.
They did? Yeah, well, then I can't let you do it. I'd never forgive myself if I let you betray your oath.
Well, which oath? To the Navy or to Hippocrates?
Either one. Now, say no more. I just won't let you compromise yourself.
I guess you're right. You know, you're really not in very good shape.
Thank you.
It wouldn't be fair either to you or the Navy. We just can't accept you.
I'll get over it. Some way.
Mr. Carpenter. Sign this.
What is it?
Well, I know how badly you must feel and how much you want to do for the Navy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just a pledge to donate a pint of blood. Oh. Every month.
You had a good meal, eh?
Fine meal, son, fine. But, you know, son, she asked me a lot of personal questions.
She did?
Yeah, and I gave her a lot of real personal answers.
Good. I bet you're glad now that you didn't get in the Navy.
Son, I don't think I'd like being in the service at all.
How come?
Because they got some kind of a rule against enlisted men making love to their superior officers.
Well, I must say you're making a good adjustment toward the women.
Oh, son, you'd be surprised how remarkably little change there's been in the basic product all these years. Good night, son.
Good night, Dad.